I was watching, like most people at home, and I said to my wife, well, they did a really good job with that punch. It looks so real. And she's like, yeah, they did. About 3 seconds later, we realized it was because it was real, which is a shame because we'd already written about a page and a half of cleavage jokes, and those won't be used. But Chris Rock, he handled it about as well as you could possibly handle being slapped on stage at the Oscars. He didn't even flinch when Will slapped him. I would have been crying so hard. After the slap, Will cursed him out. Chris said, oh, wow, Will Smith just smacked the S out of me. And Will yelled from the seat, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. Chris said something like, oh, well, that was the greatest moment in the history of television, and then went right into introducing Best Documentary, as if he hadn't just been slapped by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And by the way, no one did anything. A whole room full of people, no one lifted a finger. Spider-Man was there. Aquaman was there. Catwoman, all sitting on their hands. No one helped Chris Rock. The backstory we know, anyway, is when Chris Rock hosted the Oscars in 2016, this is the Oscars So White year. Will Smith wasn't nominated, so his wife, Jada, decided to boycott the show. And Chris Rock, who was hosting the show, made some jokes about it. He said Jada boycotting the Oscars is like him boycotting Rihanna's panties, which I'm sure she didn't like. And then this joke, G.I. Jane, which seemed pretty mild, but what I assume Chris Rock didn't know is that the reason Jada has a shaved head is because she has a medical condition called alopecia that causes people to lose their hair, and she probably thought he was making fun of that. And so Will felt he had to defend his wife. And now I'm a little bummed because I've only now hosted the second craziest Oscars of all time.
Ago when the Oscars literally announced the wrong winner for Best Picture. Turns out that was Child's Play. Yeah, there was a pretty rough moment during the show, and I think you all know what I'm talking about. Everyone in the audience looked shocked, and for once it wasn't from the Botox. Seriously, you know it was a strange award show when it ends with a statement from the LAPD. You know what I'm saying? Yep, in just a split second, the Oscars went from Oscar de la Renta to Oscar de la Hoya, you know? Look, you move the award for Best Film Editing out of the main broadcast and all hell breaks loose. I've been saying this.
Data. Well, remember 24 hours ago when we thought Timothée Chalamet's sternum was the craziest thing we'd see all night? That's right, Will Smith walked on stage during last night's Academy Awards show and slapped Chris Rock in the face. And I gotta say, the last thing I ever expected to see at the Oscars was a display of narcissism. We'll have more on this story in a little bit, but first let me do the rest of the monologue, which is kind of terrifying now that I know you can get slapped for doing a bad joke. During